A couple of years ago, let's say we had an incident sparked by a officer-involved shooting and unrest in our city. I made the call out to the community that this is a community issue that we need to address some of our troubled neighborhoods. I said this isn't a problem for city government to solve. This is our problem.
I envisioned a place where kids could come, learn, grow in body, mind, and spirit. Just be a kid and have fun. I shared that vision with the city of Anaheim, and they responded very generously. They offered us Lincoln Park. We were playing with the kids in the park, and within a month or two, the superintendent of the Anaheim City School District said, "I like what you're doing, I want to help." And the next thing I knew, we had programs going in Lincoln Elementary School.
I've had students that had to live in a park setting because they didn't have a place to go each night, or they've lived in shelters, so would try to spend as many hours as they could at the school site just in time to catch a bus and get to a shelter prior to the doors shutting.
You cannot learn unless you are at peace within yourself, unless you have a supportive environment. You can't give a kid some hard math to learn when the kid doesn't have lunch, when the kid doesn't have a friend to confide with, when the kid is scared because, you know, the family is broken.
We do have a gang problem in Anaheim. We acknowledge that. We have about 35 street gangs in Anaheim comprised of about 2,500 gang members.
We can spend all day doing our best to bond with them and to teach them, but really additive services that come in and really teach the kid what it's like to be excited, to be enthusiastic, to explore things we couldn't possibly afford to do. You know, to have fun with music or baseball, or to, you know, learn arts and crafts and have maybe a camp experience, to be a kid. You know, those are things, lots of our kids are latchkey and they don't have that opportunity to have that exploration.
The goal of all of the programming is to get mentors to work with children and to get the mentors to expose those children to what they could become.
We're not asking that all the kids to be everything, but we want to expose them to everything, so through that they will know what they enjoy. Some kids may never become what they really should be. Areas where they would have made a big difference, but they were never exposed to that opportunity. And that is my goal.
One of the things I really like about Higher Ground, and what you see is that these younger people can mentor kids that are even younger than them. And so now you have elementary kids who can be supported by high school kids.
And they actually sit there and play with the kids. That was the main thing right there. They play with the children. I couldn't believe that. The other programs, they kind of tell you, okay, do this and that, and let them go out on their own, and they start arguing, and you know, then it gets really bad. But here, they're playing with them.
This gave him the opportunity to be part of a group, to fit in, to just be himself and just open up and let people in. It was really great. My son is a totally different child.
And maybe 15 years from now, that child looks back and says, I remember when such and such told me that or did that for me. And those are the kind of game or life-changing things that go on here, I think, at Higher Ground. And without that, I think it's just another after-school daycare program that goes on all over the country. And you know, maybe not a lot gets done, but we're just kind of hurting the masses. But here, I think it's got that extra component of you are filling that need with that child or that group of kids that maybe nobody else in the whole wide world has ever filled for them.
Currently, we have hundreds of kids involved in sports and a wide range of activities, both recreational and educational. We're almost out of room. So, with that in mind, we've purchased modulars that are going to be placed right here. These modulars are used classrooms, and what we're going to do with them is pretty special. One is going to be a clubhouse that's furnished by Cooperstown, the National Baseball Hall of Fame. The next one's going to be an activities center, lots of different indoor sports, so that when it's dark, the kids can hang out and have fun here. But also there's an education center And the last one will be a food distribution center.
You can either treat the symptoms, or you could stimulate the city to heal itself. And I believe that has something to do with kindness. And so watching Higher Ground, it really is watching kindness in action. It's contagious. It is contagious. People see people doing kind things. They want to be part of it.
They need outlets. They need productive outlets. They need sports. They need activities. They need to just expand their horizons away from just the streets that they live on.
We want the kids to know that they have a choice, you know, that I don't have to live like this, or I don't have to look like this, or I can be healthier, you know, that I can be whoever I choose to be if I work hard at it.
I don't need everybody to come to Chapman, but what I like to see is to have these kids have an opportunity to go to college. And then we can help them figure out what is the best college, and if Chapman is the best college for them, then we can help them come here.
It's not just the kid having an art project, but it might be the kid having an art project while mom is learning something about how to help that child at home.
We're a diverse culture and different people all over the world. It's like I always tell my son, if the world was the same and everybody was all the same, it'd be very, very boring.
And so if you stay in your little corner, you're going to lose out, you're going to miss out.
I think it's one of those things that you can't really measure. There's not, a lot of people want to see matrix and things like that, and how many kids get in college and who knows what. Some things just aren't really measurable easily, but you kind of know it when you get there.
If you said, what's Higher Ground? Well, that depends on what the need is, and tomorrow there may be something different that this community needs, and I think the beauty of Higher Ground is it seeks the next level and will continue to fill that need based on what's presented in our community and what the kids and families are asking for.